Hi there, this is Bridget from the PlannerSpeechie. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be planning for the week of January 1st through the 7th, 2024 in my Sadie Stickers vertical planner. I'm going to be using this kit called Reading Night in 2023 from Jessica Hart's. This is such a cute kit, and I just thought this was the perfect emblem of what actually happened this week. Altogether, there is a kitty on my lap. He might come and join some video, which would be cute. So this is the mini kit. It comes in matte. It comes with 4 pages, and I think this will be really cute. This will be my 3rd week in a row using a Jessica Hart's kit. That's my cat doing crazy things in the background. Because it's the first week of the year, I thought I would use this Caress Press Celestial bundle that I got as part of a discounted set. So this is just the mini bundle. It's in light gold. It's called Celestial, and it's really pretty. It has a really gorgeous washi and headers here. And then, of course, there are the functionals and scripts, which I thought were really, really pretty. So I'm going to use that. I have a little Let It Snow gold quote box, which I may or may not use. It was supposed to snow this weekend, and it didn't. So that was kind of a bummer. So I might save this one. I think I will save it. And I just have a couple of little leftover things from the holidays that I thought were appropriate, and just a few little character stickers and some coffee cups that I thought would be cute to sort of commemorate the craziness of this week, the first week back. So I am going to go ahead, lay down the foundation, come back in a voiceover, and speed things up. Okay, so I apologize that I didn't catch the very beginning of this video with laying down the washi and the headers. I thought I'd captured it, but I can't seem to find it anywhere, so I apologize for that. The bottom washi is a really cute close-up of a cat playing with wrapping paper, which is something that my cats really love to do, and there is a full box capturing that as well. So instead of doing a traditional New Year's kit with fireworks and the year splashed all over it, I decided to use this kit this week because this is really what my week looked like. I was in New York for New Year's Eve, and then I flew back to Charlotte on New Year's Day. So my husband actually stayed in New York to be with family because he works from home. And so I had the whole week to myself in the house. And this is kind of what I did with that week. I was just very intentional about keeping things calm and quiet and sort of coming down after the very long, intense holiday celebrations that we had with family and friends. I mean, it was lovely, but those are very intense social experiences, and sometimes you need a little break after something like that. I'm an extrovert who has introvert tendencies at a time. So I really love to get my energy from being around lots of other people, but at a certain point, it's too much, and I have to sort of come down from that. So I used the gold numbers from this overlay kit to add to this because Jessica Hart's does not include date dots with her kits in that are mini kits. Uh, and they're simple enough where I could have just written it in by hand, and I've definitely done that before, but because this kit did have the gold, I decided let me go for it. So I decided to put the moon phases part of the washi over the top because I thought it would come through a little bit better, and then I did the sort of celestial constellation style washi down at the bottom. And I thought that looked really cute, although it was kind of tricky to get the moon phases in line correctly, and they're a little askew, but that's okay. Um, so yeah, just added a little bit of sparkle on the bottom. And then I decided to add the foiled overlays. Uh, I did a snap to show that um, I put the overlays on everything because I didn't want to waste time showing how I did that. It's very simple and anyone can do it. So I decided to put the foiled overlays on top, and because the photographs are matte, I didn't go for the glossy kit. Um, they look fine. It's just that you have to press them down evenly so that they're even over the top. Like I kind of wish I'd done that a little bit better with the quote box because it looks a little like filmy on top. But anyway, so I thought it was cute. So let's see. And I actually did two overlays because I had an extra box left over. And I thought that looked cute on the books. So I put in a weekly tracker and a full week tracker for cleaning. And then I put in a mini priority checklist there because it matched the sidebar. And I decided to fill that little gap between the weekly tracker with the tiny mini deco that came with the kit. So these little constellations, little moons, stars, that sort of thing, just to give it a little bit of sweet sparkle. Because I didn't have a good like header for the top of those priorities. And then I decided to use the gold weekend foil, which split, and that happens all the time with those weekend banners across every shop. And I think it's just the way I pull it off the thing. I decided to use this holiday candy foil that I got from Sadie Stickers to just sort of add to the work instead of writing my work hours because I thought that would look cuter. Um, and so I thought that would look good. And then I was like, oh, I have all these checklists that I should have put down. So I decided to use those. Monday was New Year's Day, so we didn't have work, and that's askew, but whatever. I used the little gold alarm clock to mark New Year's Day up at the top. I thought that would be really cute. And I'm trying to color block a little bit with the checklists. And I think it actually came out really well with the color blocking. The checklist plus the to-do headers didn't fit, so I ended up having to. You can see I just kind of messed that up, so I just stuck it on top. I'm not really good at pulling the stickers down once I put them on, and certain shops have different stickers that are easier to do this, but the thinner it is, the more difficult it is. So, and I'm trying to remember what I worked on here. So Monday was a holiday, and I did not have to work, so I just marked that I had the day off. Um, the day was spent entirely with family. I had breakfast with my in-laws because I'd stayed the night, and then I went back to my parents in the early morning, afternoon. We didn't go to bed until like 2 o'clock on New Year's Eve, so or New Year's Day technically. So we slept a lot. We slept in quite a bit, and that was good. We opened a magnum of prosecco, and I drank more than I think my fair share. Okay, so I'm just filling in that sidebar. I was tracking meds and vitamins, um, but I really only started taking those on Friday, so I didn't really have anything else to track. Obviously, I'm back planning because you can see I'm filling everything in quickly, and I apologize that you can't see what I'm writing. I wrote New Year's Day for Monday, Tuesday, cleaning the living room, Wednesday, cleaning the bedroom, Thursday, doing the trash and litter boxes, Friday, doing the bathroom, Saturday, doing the kitchen, and Sunday, vacuuming and laundry. I actually did the litter box multiple times, but uh, I wanted to make sure that I emptied the litter genie on Thursday night because that's what we use to take care of all the litter stuff. So on Monday, I had to pack a suitcase. I fixed my parents' printer, which was acting up, and I scheduled a cab to the airport. Um, the cab was not inexpensive, which was kind of a bummer, but I did do it. My flight to Charlotte was delayed by an hour, which was a huge bummer because it meant that I got in that much later. And then to my shock and horror, the cab ride from Charlotte Airport to my house, which is about 20 minutes away, was $75. It was an extraordinary amount of money. I did not expect to have to pay that. I did pay it, but it was like cringy. I really wish I had just left my car at the airport because I think it probably would have been less money. So on Tuesday morning, I decided to treat myself to a Starbucks, um, and I went to work. I had therapy at 2 o'clock, so I did leave work a little bit early, but then I did more work at home afterwards. I played with my cats and I watched this terrible show called Below Deck that my friend Kirsten got me into, and I really binged it like for 2 days. I watched an entire season, which is kind of disgusting. um, so I spent the day writing reports, organizing my files, answering emails, um, and then just marking that it was a teacher work day. I filmed the Plan with Me's that I had kind of not been doing because I was in Brooklyn. So on Wednesday, I had a very bad migraine and I felt nasty. I was able to get groceries, which I desperately needed because we hadn't had any groceries in the house. So I was kind of going off of whatever we had in our freezer. I did turn on the fireplace and just kind of got cozy. This was the first full day back since winter break, and it was like a full day. um, Thursday was my first day back at my other school. I thought about pulling students to do makeup sessions for the teacher workday, even though technically I didn't have to. I ended up not doing that as much because I had so many reports and things I had to write, and then I had a mentee meeting that lasted about an hour virtually. So I ended up not doing as many makeup sessions as I thought I was going to do. Uh, and I just marked that I had to fix the tree with a little cat foil sticker from Sadie Stickers because the cats had batted all the ornaments off the bottom part of the tree and the bottom rung of the tree was not plugged in. Like the lights weren't coming on. So I used a Fox and Pip sticker to mark that I cleaned the litter box. I'm sorry you can't see that. I will. I'm hoping I pushed it up a little bit. And then I used a stick with the plan squish to mark that it was very cold at the house and I couldn't figure out why. I'm convinced it's actually like all the windows we have just are not insulated. I had a doctor's appointment at 7 a.m., so I used a Fox and Pip sticker to mark that. And then I went to work. My doctor prescribed some medication, so I had to go pick that up at CVS after work. So I used a Once More with Love sticker to mark that. And I put that in right there. And then to treat myself for having a really good first week, I got myself Shake Shack because it was right next to um, where my pharmacy was. So that morning, I'd had a virtual meeting, I had an IEP meeting, I did observations of pre K students, and I went on a total Netflix binge. On Friday, I started rewatching one of my favorite shows, Schitt's Creek, It's just such a feel-good movie, not movie, feel-good cast, feel-good show. So I started watching it in the middle of the series because I'd seen it more than once, and it was a great idea. It just cheered me up, made me feel good. Um, and then on Saturday, I don't know why I'm filling in Sunday first. Probably because it was all the stuff that I had done that day. This is when I was filming this plan with me. So, Saturday, I just marked that I checked emails and answered messages. I'd had a few things like carry over. Um, I did do some planning time on Saturday because I finally had time to do that. Uh, all of the trash pickup was delayed by a day, so the trash didn't actually get picked up until um, Saturday afternoon. Uh, so that's one of the things that I marked down there. And then I just marked that I had a Zoom call with my friend in the evening because we hadn't gotten a chance to catch up earlier in the week. I completely forgot that Wednesday was Wednesday because it felt like a Monday because it was the first day back. I had a charcuterie, sort of cheeses and meats for dinner. It was not a real dinner by any means on Saturday, and I called my mom and dad. I was kind of lonely, to be honest, because it was the weekend. My husband was in New York. I was by myself. I was too tired to go out or do anything, but I also just like didn't want to be alone. So it was kind of a weird mood, but it was fine. And I ran the dishwasher. I have these cute dishwasher stickers. Sunday was the 7th, and that was a remembrance of my cat Vinny, who passed away a year ago on the 7th. And it was one of the worst days of my life. So to have three healthy kittens who were happy and okay made it a lot easier, but it was still a really hard day. And I had all this intention to clean and do all this other stuff, and I was just in such a blue mood. None of that really happened. I did do laundry and I did put away clothes, but that was pretty much it. But overall, I think this came out looking really good, and it was a long week, but it was a good week. Good start to the year, I think. So, just filling in some of those things I told you about earlier. But yeah, overall, this was a nice spread to put together. Very easy, very fun, and I'm glad you enjoyed watching it with me. Okay, so this is it. This is the final spread of the first spread of the new year, and I think it came out really well. Yeah, it was kind of a busy week. I'm glad I got to incorporate these gold foiled things in here. Some days were busier than others for sure. I'm trying to incorporate some of these emotions into the planner as well, just for memory keeping. I think it's helpful. Um, but yeah, this has been really interesting and fun. I like the art in this kit, and paired with the celestial, I think it gives it a fun New Year's look. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for next week's Plan with Me. Take care and Happy New Year. Bye.